everyone, this is Joy Paris of Original Network.tv. It is the 20th anniversary of the Newport Beach Film Festival. Tonight we're at the Triangle Theater in Costa Mesa to talk to the cast and crew of The Wall. So stay tuned and keep watching Original Network.tv. Carmela, I'm excited to talk to you because you're in a very important movie with, I think, a wonderful message for today. So very quickly and very briefly, just a little bit about the movie, but not giving too much away, so that people can still want to come see it. All right? So tell us your role and the movie.
So I play Ximena Arista, and she's one of the daughters in the family featured in this movie. And I really think the film is just about walls in general. I think it's about social walls, economic walls, romantic walls, and barriers in general, and just things that divide us. And yeah, I think it has a great message. It's really allegorical. It's pretty symbolic. I don't think it's as political as you might think, but maybe it is.
Now you play a very interesting character. So tell us about your role.
So Ximena is a really interesting woman. She's very intellectual, very thoughtful, very concerned and intrigued by the human condition and philosophy and metaphysics. And she's very deep and complex. And I think she just offers a really unique role to see a Latina woman portrayed in film that's maybe not typical to what we are used to seeing in TV and film.
If you can describe this film in 3 words, how would you describe it?
What divides us?
I like that, girl.
Tagline.
Before you leave, social media so we can follow you, find you, and stay in touch.
Sure, I'm at Carmela Zumbado on Instagram. Give me a follow.
Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see the film. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. Marisol, first of all, congratulations. You're in this sort of film that just is making a lot of buzz. And it seems like it's going to be pretty impactful. So what are your thoughts about the role you played and how you feel this film will generate like a whole new conversation?
Well, I just think that it takes a narrative that we're all very familiar with, especially living in California. And it flips it. It adds a little perversity, it adds a little comedy, a little magical realism, and then it just takes the American dream and turns it around. And we have the American dream, people who don't usually have it sometimes. So I think that that's really interesting, and it's a different perspective, and it's really prismatic. Like, you look at it one way and it's really colorful, and then you can look at it from another point of view, and it's something else entirely. So
I'm intrigued. Like, I think I've got to just see this film like right now. How do you prepare for your role?
I went to acting school. I went to NYU. So I do a lot of work, and it's probably completely unnecessary. The director, Zach, I'd be writing in my margins and like walking around and like talking to myself. He's like, do you really think you need to do all that? Like, you're doing fine. I'm like, no, this is how I work. I just feel like with film, you're so lucky to go on a journey. It's almost like a play. I mean, it's not shot in order, but it's, we had rehearsals and they worked with us, and that felt like being in school again, and I could work on my character and go up to him and say, hey, do you think she would go like this? And he's like, yeah, she will. I have a million other things to do. But so I feel like maybe I was a little bit indulgent, but I was so lucky and so excited to have a film. Yeah.
Well, that goes to my next question. What did you learn about yourself doing this film? Like you just said, you do all this method work, you do all this. If you can take the one thing that you learned doing this role and in this project, what would that be?
That's such a good question, Joy. The character is brave. She's brave and dangerous, and I don't think I'm very dangerous. And I loved that I could be with her, and I could be sort of the devilish version of Marisol. And I liked it, but you get to go behind all this makeup and costumes and a different name, and you're like, that's not me. But I would like to have more of that in my life. So stay tuned.
We're going to have to follow you. And of course, before you leave, we need to follow you on social media. So how do we find all your handles?
I just have one handle. Grab on tight. Instagram, look, it's Marisol.
Okay, well, we will follow you, and congratulations. And I can't want to see the new Dangerous Sexy You.
I know.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks.